In the landscape of figure photography, one group strived for tangible and dynamic displays.
No time to explain, get in the rows!
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir. We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on a newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside this gentle world. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. It's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is filmed in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers just like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We officially back at it. Boog, nice. Coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 269.
Nice.
I'm your host, Boog, nice. I got my boys with me, Fabster, Pancheezey, Rick Dom. We here, full effect. It's been a little minute. We've been everywhere and nowhere. It's been all types of things going on, but we back.
We're back, baby.
Yeah.
We back.
Can
baby.
you hear our beautiful, sultry POC voices?
Are we actually?
Yeah, we back. We back. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Says the sound.
Back on
It has been out of all of the weeks after SDCC, this has been one of them. It's
There we go.
things have just been honestly straight up very weird at home for me since I got back. My boys here know shit's just weird. Like SDCC was a true great peak moment. It's one thing to say it's hard to top that, but it's been just not even close to as good since then. So trying to enjoy those moments. But if it seems throughout this broadcast that I'm holding back a crushing sense of dread, it's because I am.
Yeah,
Hell
let's
yeah.
just, you know what? Let's spoil
Man,
it.
you can cry with us.
He
Okay.
slept next to all of us in that room, and he can't go back to living a normal life.
No.
It's true. It's
He
absolutely true.
Mhm.
craves the touch of a fellow cast member.
Mm-hmm. The snores, the farts. It's all
You
there,
name it.
man.
The snores were all you guys. The farts I took care of.
Yeah, I held my farts in all weekend, bro.
Excellent.
It's all about respect.
Like a true new love.
That's true.
Well,
We
let's
heard the,
address the actual elephant in the room. What's up with that new intro? How was that?
Let's go. Yeah, what'd you think?
I love it.
Yeah, I'm
We were-
stoked.
I watched it like 20 times, dude. It's so
Yeah, I watched it like 20 times as well. But I think we shot enough footage to change it up quite a few times too, right?
yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
There's a few little
Alright.
other things in there. Yeah, we didn't use everything for sure, but
I had to get a little creative. Some of this stuff. There's definitely points when I was editing it where I was like, oh man, I really should have gotten this. Or
Right.
I will say like the intro we had last, the opening shot of you walking into what was that, Forbidden Planet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like the perfect opening shot, and we should have gotten something close to that for this.
Yeah.
like him walking into like Hall H or something.
Yeah, like all of us walking, or one of us. Doesn't matter.
If we would have had an opportunity to actually go to some other toy shop, you know what? We could have used the time to go to, what was that? The Vault? What would it
The Vault, yeah.
Or would have been even better. We could have done it. All of us walking into the Bandai outdoor place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
That was
wanted
the
to.
first thing we did.
I wanted to have a shot of all of us literally waiting in that line, but somebody like coming up the line and then like landing on us
Yeah.
in the line, and just us looking miserable in that heat.
Yeah, you editing that must have been a nightmare because all of my clips were terrible and rushed.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right.
I wanted ideally I wanted my clip to be me kneeling in front of the giant piccolo and like praying to its ass, its flat ass.
To the ass.
Yeah, the flattest butt in all of the DBZ blow-ups.
It's true.
Just didn't work out.
But yeah, we were in San Diego for the first time together as a group in 2023. It's finally come to be, and that happened because of you guys, from you guys viewing and sending in donations and all of that stuff. So again, we are like really grateful, appreciative of that. It was a wonderful moment. It was not a dull moment. We definitely had some some things to overcome, but we did, and we did it together, and it was wonderful, man. I love you guys, man, for real.
Yeah,
Like
the
brother.
road to SDCC
Yeah, no, it was
2024
good, man.
begins now. Also, I'm getting word from the chat that we do not have Superchats anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that road has been stalled. So
Wait, what happened?
I just don't think the channel is like fully restored to functionality. Maybe.
I see. Maybe that's it. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of like features kind of like come back periodically. I don't know. It's super weird.
Well, yeah, it took quite a while to even get us to this point. We actually wanted to do our first show on last Friday. Were we trying to do it? Was it Friday?
No, it was last Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
Wednesday.
exactly 1
Last
week from
Wednesday.
now.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, because of everything that happened with the channel, we had to literally wait 7 days. So today
7
was the date,
days.
actually.
Yeah, so
Basically.
if you've come back to this channel hoping to watch another Tesla stream, sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Yeah, I know we gained a lot of new followers from that whole thing. So
I had to delete the Tesla stream in order for us to actually even be doing a podcast right now. So. But yeah, man. Obviously, the channel got hacked last week, and it was probably one of the most miserable and scary days ever in the history of the channel.
Yeah, it was awful.
everybody
I was
saw
so
it happen in
pissed
real
that I
time.
wasn't even pissed, man. I was just like, all right, it's over.
Yeah, you were shockingly calm.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, it's over. This is it. Never making another YouTube. I'm never doing anything else.
Yeah, I had the exact same mindset. I remember I was talking to Becca, and Becca was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I was like, "I guess this is it, dude.
Right.
This
It's
is
over."
Yeah, what am I gonna do? I don't know.
I'm not fucking
Yeah.
Mr. Beast, you know. Like, you can't just talk to somebody at Google.
Right.
Yeah, a
But
couple.
the first sign that we may be able to get out of it was from Little Kendall. She was like, "Oh, this has happened to other people that I watched. They got their channel back. You'll be fine." I'm like, "Okay."
It's
You
true.
say so.
Yeah, people were asking me, and I told them, like, if I'm being honest with you, I think this is it. I was like, I don't think this guy. I was like, if you tell me is Pancho going to start from zero, I don't think so.
Yeah. That's rough, man. To start
Yeah.
from absolute scratch with your channel. It's crazy.
I mean, you'd find your people for sure. You know, your people would find you again, but it just, yeah. I know. I busted my ass to that
It's
year to
not
get over
ideal.
1,000,
Yeah.
and then to have to start back that, you know, all from the beginning. I wouldn't have it in me either. I'm on Twitch now doing Baldurs Gate 3 anyway, so.
I know. I get notifications of you
What
being
is
on
this?
like at 6 a.m.
Dude,
What is
I'm
this
up
Baldur's Gate I
first
keep
thing
hearing
I'm
about?
playing, dude.
Tell me about this.
Baldur's Gate 3,
Yeah, what is this?
it's the RPG of the generation.
It's
I
true.
see. I
It
keep
really
hearing
is.
so
It's-
much
it's,
about this game.
5th edition Dungeons and Dragons rules, but it's like a, you know, top-down floating camera like RPG. So you like made your character, make your party, and there's like a campaign you go through, like a story.
I see.
And The idea is you've got a mind flayer parasite inside of you, and you got to get it out.
All right.
Get it out.
Gotta get it out.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm in a 2-player camp. So I've been streaming on Twitch. Yeah, all this is to say, go follow me on Twitch, Fobster360, because I stream. I think we have over like 30, like close to 40 hours streamed of our campaign already. Like we're in near 40s. We just hit Act 2. It's an amazing game. We've been playing it since early access, which was only Act 1. So now we're like officially in the new content, and it's incredible. It's pretty much taken over my life.
Okay. Excellent. So SDCC, any highlights you guys want to talk about real quick?
About Comic-Con?
Yeah, about Comic-Con.
We can, I should also use this opportunity to promote that I have a vlog that I'm working on that has a lot of the footage. I was okay about getting footage throughout the weekend, kind of a combination of the whole weekend. So there'll be a little timeline to follow eventually. I'm just doing it like stream of consciousness, clip, whatever. It won't be a fancy fun edit like Poncho, but
no, I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We do actually still have things to post too. We got the NECA interview. We've got we could still actually post the full Marvel Legends panel just to have it up, I guess.
The full breaking into the industry panel. Like we got quite a bit. Yeah, all of this really put a damper on some of the post-con coverage.
Yeah. I think people would enjoy the breaking into the industry panel, though. I haven't seen anybody post that. So
no one has. They keep asking for us to post it.
We will. We got the footage, baby. One person did try streaming it.
The codec you gave me worked, so it's converted and it'll.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I want to say the highlight of my trip was the chips on the first day of the press room.
Oh my god! You wouldn't stop talking about those. I'd missed them by the time I got there.
Dude.
I did not eat any of the food from the press room. You guys, I was having a blast.
I cleared the mini hot dog tray.
Oh my god.
Fabio got in there and I was like, "Hey Fabio, did you have a hot dog?" He's like, "Dude, there's none left."
I think to piggyback on that, just a highlight in general was the press room.
What a
nice perk.
Dude, I remember we did not go to that press room the entire first day. And in the middle of the second day, we were miserable standing up. We're leaning against the wall by the Starbucks and the water fountain. And I just go, why aren't we in the fucking press room?
Right. Seriously. Sitting there, everybody's phone's dying. We hot.
The only thing the press room did not have was water, though.
I know.
Coffee, tea, hot water, yes, but not just
at the
bottled water, a dispenser. They had fucking aguas frescas, not regular agua. What the fuck?
Yeah, they had Jamaican water.
Yeah,
they didn't have regular.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And it's just basically a room with a bunch of tables and adapters, and you can post up with your laptop, charge your phones, do your press postings for the day, and all that. So
they had dedicated Wi-Fi too.
Yeah,
they did. Yep. Absolutely. That lemonade was very good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Made some Arnold Palmers for sure.
Mm-hmm. When I heard the Arnold Palmer alert, I came running.
Yeah, it was magical.
Yeah, that was nice. Pancho, you next. Highlight. Give us a highlight.
Man, I'm gonna go with Old Faithful, baby. Meeting everybody in person for like the first time for like the first time for almost like 99% of people there. Like, of course, like Boog and I have linked up before, but that's it. Like seeing people that I have interacted with and we've all interacted with for like the last, I don't know what it's been like 14 years maybe or something like that. It's crazy. I actually share. Once I finished the intro, I sent it to like I have a group chat where it's Rebecca's whole family, and I'm the only outsider allowed in. I feel very honored, very pleased. So shouts out to them. But then, I shared it in there, and I I was all like, hey, this is the intro I did for my podcast. By the way, I have a podcast. And then
shameless plug, but
yeah. And then I was like, I've known these guys for like almost 15 years, and this is our first time ever meeting each other. And everybody's like, well, that's crazy. And I feel like the what do you call it? The magic of online friendships, especially for so long now, like never loses its appeal. Like people hearing stories about people finally meeting each other after so long, like that still is as effective as it's been like forever.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's funny. My my girlfriend like sent me like a TikTok like a few months ago of like a guy meets this person he's been playing COD with for 20 years, and she hit me with a like, that'd be amazing, huh? I was like, I'm literally doing that in July.
Why can't I find a guy like this? Oh,
yeah, that was great.
I'm literally the guy in the picture.
I honestly, I think I've said it many times before, but I think that moment where we all left the Marvel Legends panel and we're like, hey, we should all take a picture together. And we were able to get the picture of like almost all the toy tuber podcast people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only
that
people we
was
were missing
crazy.
was Russ and Sentry. I don't know where they had skated off to because they were.
I think they went to the Star Wars panel.
Yeah.
Okay, because it was directly afterwards. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
A bunch of people that we missed is because they were. Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah, that was great, man. That was definitely a highlight for me too. Just linking up with some people that I had never been had the opportunity to meet in person for sure. But
and going and to touch on that too, like linking up people that separately and like finally getting the worlds to collide a little bit,
And shout out to homeboy Ruckus being the most entertaining person the entire weekend.
yeah,
He's the fucking
sure.
man.
Yeah, that guy's the best.
Yeah,
That guy.
shout out to Ruck, man. Shout out to Ruck, man.
As soon as I see him, I was like, who is this guy? He's great. Where did he come from?
He stepped in like the OG he is to mitigate a situation over there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember him
Yeah, man.
from like a few years. I didn't know him as the Ruckus then, but I remember being at the Marvel Legends panel or the booth where they had that overdrive custom. It was like the big Dio or whatever, and the overdrive custom was like in the jail. It was the year that it was that setup, and he was like showing me on his phone like all his setups and everything because I think I had the ACBA shirt on and stuff. So yeah, that was just one of those. I think that was the year I went like just real quick, just for one day, and I just got like a ton of interviews.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ruck, man. Shout out to Trav. Shout out to obviously Russ and Sentry and everybody that I got to do my little quick bite interviews with. Pixel Dan, Unparalleled Universe, Kev, which his should be coming soon. Toy Box of Doom, I got one with him as well. Yeah, man, it was cool. You guys introducing me to other people that you like, know, and connect with in your area, and vice versa and stuff too. So that was cool, man. I like when we went to, what was that, like a steakhouse place with Jose and his boy.
Oh yeah,
Cliff Jumpers.
We went to the Claim Jumper, baby.
Yeah,
Is it Claim?
Jumper,
It's a Claim Jumper, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like a turn of the century gold rush themed restaurant.
I've been calling it Cliff Jumper this whole time.
We went to Cliff Jumper.
No, that's a great movie with Sylvester Stallone.
It's also
Cliffhanger.
And shout out to the most surprising best breakfast we had the entire weekend from Hasbro.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
not
it
even
really
saying.
was.
I'm not even joking.
No,
That
no,
avocado
Yeah, that-
toast was crazy.
Yeah. Actually,
Let
that was
down
probably
by our
the only
own
breakfast that we
soft
had the whole time.
It really
yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Breakfast
that
we
was
had.
the only breakfast we had. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of footage of that on the vlog coming up. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be like 40 minutes, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
Yeah,
great.
I wonder which one of us is going to be the first to get their Hasbro selfie series.
I don't
You know
know.
what? I totally forgot about the
we got
selfie
that
series.
coming. Are they
Yeah,
gonna
I
email
forgot
us or
about
something?
Should
don't
just
know.
show up.
Yeah.
It better just be on my doorstep tomorrow.
Right.
I'll say a highlight was doing the intro footage.
True.
Because that
Yeah.
was, it had been like talked about certainly, but we never really like set aside the time to do it. We just kind of found it as we picked the busiest day, I think, even. to do
Yeah,
it.
it really
Yeah.
We
did.
kind of did that to
Seriously.
ourselves, but
I was out here tripping over my own feet at the Hasbro booth,
Mhm.
thinking that I had to get to my Uber in time, only for this fool to show up like 2 hours late.
Mhm.
How was your ride back?
This dude was driving the Prius like an absolute
Prius.
maniac.
Oh,
He was jumping back and forth like if anybody here drives a Prius, you know that like when you switch lanes and you don't signal, your Prius goes like deet deet deet, like telling you that you're
Really?
going over. So the whole ride it's going deet deet deet.
Oh no.
And I didn't mind. But it was just funny when he picked me up. He was like, "This works out. I was going to go to LA to see my girl." And I was like,
Hmm.
"All right,
God.
sick."
That's
And
it.
Yeah,
True
yeah.
MVP.
Yo,
You
so
got-
why
you
does
got
the
paid
Prius
to go
do that?
see a
Does it
lady.
does the Prius get speed wobbles going downhill or something?
I mean, not the, he was driving it like a champ. I'll tell you that. And he was from Oakland as well, so he was a local legend.
Local legend.
Local
He hit me
legend.
with a "You mind if I smoke?" And I was like, "No, man, go for it." And he started
I was
not
just
not a
about to
cigarette,
say that.
not
Dude,
not a
he's taking
cigarette.
bong rips in the car.
No, he had J's ready the entire.
Ah,
the
dude.
entire day.
Mm.
I was like, "Yeah, go
Wow.
for it, man." I was like, "I hope you don't mind that I sleep." He's like, "Feel free." And he was playing like this. I didn't want to say anything. I almost hit him with "You like this guy, huh?" He was playing the best hits of T-Pain. Like 50% of the ride. At first, like I Love the Bartender started playing, and I was like, "Oh, okay, he's got like a little flashback remix."
Mhm.
And then like
Every
that
TV
one
song.
song that one song he has with Young Jock started playing. And like all these other T-Pain songs started playing, and I was like, "Hey man, what's going on here? You like T-Pain or what? What's up?"
Yeah, your boy Jay played some good music in the car too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
killing it.
shout out to Jay, Jen Yamada X.
Yeah,
Definitely
he was a highlight of
held
the
us
weekend.
down
He
while
was
we were
great.
out there for sure.
Showed us the best parking.
Really did. But with the biggest consequence though, those
Oh my
birds were
God.
on another level.
Oh my God.
Shit
Right,
all
yeah,
over
two
your
out of
car.
the bag. I will not spill the location. Maybe if you're local, you already know it. Keep it to yourself because we don't want to
That's
blow
it.
up the spot for next year. But
Yeah,
even though the parking was great and we had access like right, to get right in and didn't have to walk too far to like put bags away or whatever. Oh my God, did my car get shit on, dude?
Yeah, everybody's car.
Everybody's did, but my car, dude, like when we went to Frankenson the next day, Marvel Kicks was there and he's walking back after we finished it in and out. And he's like, "Bro, what happened to your car, man?" Like he felt so sorry for me. It was truly damaged. And it was like
that car was the designated diarrhea spot.
Dude, if it was one spot over, it would have been twice as bad, but still, it was terrible. And we have like this fancy like drive-through car wash here. And I go through and they're like, "Yo, what happened?" I'm like, "I don't know. I went to San Diego. I parked into some weird birds.
Oh my God.
Please."
That's
like,
what we didn't bring up.
That's the other thing. Those birds were making the weirdest sounds I ever
And
heard from a
honestly, the
bird.
best part about me waiting there for my stupid fucking lift for 2 hours was the people who were walking through that area and hearing the birds sound like fucking a gaggle of monkeys.
Yeah.
And going, "What is that? What is that?" And then like some guy trying to convince his wife, like, there has to be like some of the monkeys from the zoo that escaped. Because the San Diego Zoo is like the most renowned zoo in all of the United States. So he was really selling it. He's like, "Everybody knows the San Diego Zoo," and she's like, "Oh my God, do you think so?" He's like, "Babe, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt
I'd
it."
really
Oh my
like to know
God.
what type of birds those were, because that was
I
the
know, for
I
real.
know.
They were like aggressive. Like they would go after people and shit.
Be aggressive.
And then when I brought my car back to do the car wash, they're like, I bought 2 for 1. It's like cheaper if you buy 2 at the same time. And they're like, "Bro, if it doesn't get it the first time, just come through again. It's fine." They gave me a free pity car wash.
We gotta help this poor guy out.
I know.
It was funny as hell.
Truly, lots of food and fun with friends at San Diego Comic-Con 2023. I'm excited for next year in terms of just kind of cleaning up some things that we could probably do better, but overall, it was an amazing trip. I had a really, really good time, man. Yeah, it was good seeing everybody that we saw. And in another life, maybe like 10 years ago, we could have all been roommates, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's no question.
We could
Oh,
we
man.
could have been the next friends.
100%.
We could have been the friends, yes. Television's the friends. Right.
In fact, maybe we should just start a new show.
Friends.
Yeah, this is the last episode. We're starting.
I don't
Friends
understand.
next.
Why does Boog Nice, the largest of the friends, not simply eat the other three? Oh, deep cut Futurama. Which is
That's
bad.
true.
I wish I'd gotten one of those fucking backpacks.
Oh
Dude,
man, that sucked.
you know what's so great? So for those of you at home that don't know, every year at SDCC they give out one of 4 backpack designs or something. They're like big bags that like go over. So whenever you see footage from San Diego, you always see people with like either Family Guy, Futurama, American Dad, or something else. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But dude, all 4 of us got American Dad. Every single one of us got American Dad, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it
I
was,
had American Dads to give out for free.
dude.
Basically,
So
it was too many of them damn things.
speaking of that, I remember when Snowcat, shout out to Snowcat, does the timestamps for all the podcasts. Big shouts out. When she got hers, she was like, "Oh, I got the bag," and I was like, "Who the hell is excited about the bag?" I was like, "We found the one person," and then. My other friend, D-Rabs, who does AMVs on Twitter, Dragon Ball AMVs, I sent him some stuff too. Fabio and I sent him some stuff. And then in his video on TikTok, he's like, "Oh my God, this bag, this is great." And I was like, "Who are you fucking kidding, dude? Why are you excited about the bag?"
I guess when you're not looking at the bag in terms of a walking billboard on your back during Han days,
true.
I guess you get to like it a little bit.
We walked by the booth where they give you the bags again. We were like, "Oh man, let's see if they'll give us a different bag." We go there, we see the stupid ass American Dad one again, and we're like, "Man, get out of here!
Yeah, I don't want this shit.
I don't want this shit." Yeah, sorry, Snowcat. We just wanted the fucking Futurama one or the Bob's Burgers one.
Bob's Burgers, that's what it was. Yeah, that was the.
Yeah. I needed the Futurama one. I have a weird Futurama poster that it could have gone next to.
It's true.
Oh,
Theoretically.
man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you were saying, Bo, but there's some good ass food out there, and let me tell you, audience, the way my reputation was on the line every time people looked to me for food.
It really
yeah.
was. I want to formally apologize.
I think we got. I think the first one was you. I mean, what's it called? Jollibee was, of course, a huge highlight. You know.
Oh no, there's no
Oh,
question.
amazing.
Never got to taste any of the Jollibee, man.
Dang, it was free.
Oh,
It was
but you
free
know
for
what?
anybody in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
could've-
was gonna say it would have been perfect too because it's just all chicken.
That's true. Yeah.
Mhm. Why would that be
And,
perfect for him, Rick? Explain yourself.
That burrito place that you took us to was
Yeah.
or the
Lucha
Mexican
Libre,
joint.
man. Yeah, shout out to Kyle from Super 7 for that one. He takes somebody every year. I was lucky enough to be counted in last year, and now I pay that forward to you guys. If y'all ever find yourselves in San Diego and want to look like a know-it-all local, there you go.
You know what else was good? Was that what was that ice cream we tried, P? The
Dang, what was it? It was called
Salt and Straw.
Salt Straw. That's what it was.
that was the name of the place, but the particular
It was
flavor that we tried or that you
man.
bought. I just had a little sample of it.
It was eldenberry, I think, and goat cheese.
Yeah,
Goat
that's what it
cheese
was.
and something else.
Yes, it was something berry, some freaky berry that I've never heard of in my life.
Yeah, even weirder than lingonberries from IKEA.
But that was and jalapeno at the very end.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
Yep.
You tried a sample, right, Boog, in it or no?
sure did. Yeah,
Dude.
it was very interesting. But
Yeah.
one of those things that just the different flavors, how they paired up was just amazing.
It was
very
crazy.
good.
Yeah, and their flavors are like revolving with every season, and they're always crazy like that.
Mm.
It was wild
Yes.
because like it was one of the first times in ice cream that every note was like separated. Like you could
Yeah.
definitely tell like the cheese in it, and then the berry, and then at the very end you got the jalapeno, and it wasn't even like disgustingly hot either. It was like, it was really on some pretentious shit, just the perfect amount of like the best heat note.
This is the kind of commentary I would have appreciated like on the day. I wanted to hear this and experience it vicariously.
Yeah, no, that was very good for sure. Yeah, there was that.
We had In and Out on the way back, and Poncho here took 4 double doubles to go, baby.
I sure did.
On the plane.
Oh yeah.
On the plane.
and he took some 85 degree.
That's right.
I sure did. Yeah, 85 degrees. Yeah, dude. When I came back from New York during my honeymoon, that was the last time we saw each other before this bug. I brought back $70 of Jollibee on the plane.
Oh my God.
It was just a ludicrous amount of Jollibee.
I gotta go try Jollibees now, because there is one near Times Square, near right off of Port Authority. I think that's the one you went to last time you were here, actually, too.
No, I went to the one in Jamaica.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you went to that one too. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. All right. But that's the only one I know of in the city. It's right near Port Authority on 42nd Street, basically.
Based in S, there's one in Queens.
Oh hell yeah! I think back, there was one in Queens and one in Jamaica, but like shout out Dave Bronx. He picked us up and took us to the airport. Very generous of him.
That's right.
But it was on the way, so we went to that one.
Wait, isn't Jamaica in Queens?
It is Jamaica, Queens, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, Jamaica, Queens. Yeah,
I'm dumb, baby. I don't know.
Yeah, Jamaica, Queens.
Hey man, you're not from there. You're excused, pal.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You
That's
get
true.
a pass. You get a pass. But yeah, San Diego Comic-Con 2023, great. We still got a lot of stories and a lot of content and stuff to share. We want to get into a little bit of news. We want to talk a little bit of news.
Yeah, what do we got?
What are we
I don't even know.
I mean, there's so much. Honestly, since San Diego Comic-Con, it hasn't been like a ton of news. Shit has kind of been a little relaxed or whatever, but there's definitely stuff to talk about. You know, a few things, a few highlights.
You know,
it's pretty
one
lax
big thing. One big thing that just happened yesterday. That's just like a quick mention. Is that Chun-Li has been found in Target.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh,
I'm sitting here
with
we're
Ryu
talking
right now.
Jada. We're
Has
talking.
anybody opened their evil Ryu yet?
No.
Absolutely, he's beautiful. And shout out to the real hidden star of our new intro, Juhn.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Juhn.
You can see it, but he was actually just trying to say hi to me, and I totally blew him off.
You snubbed that high five. You snubbed the shit out of that high five.
And I don't know if that was take 1 or 2, but either way, we were like, okay, no, because there's people
it was take 2.
Kind of standing by, waiting for us to do it, but we were legit blocking an aisle to do it. So
and all those reactions were genuine too.
Yeah,
all the people in the back, non-paid actors.
I did explain to him though. I was like, "Oh, we're filming a thing for the intro."
All those people in the background were scanned so that we can.
No! Hold on, I'll try and pull it up. Let's see. I'm trying to pull it up real quick so you can see Juhn. Dude, I was editing that and I lost my mind. I was laughing so hard. I was like, "Who the hell is that?" I was like, "That looks a lot like Juhn." And I oh shit, it is Juhn.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the photo in chat.
Big shout out to Juhn, man. He definitely looked out in more ways than one, for sure.
Oh yeah, dude, and shout out to Jada being like the breakout success of the whole show.
100%. You know what it was too? Well, I think one of the reasons why we really enjoyed ourselves is because there was no movie people there. It was just all about the toys.
It was so funny because every single time my friends would ask me you see any celebrities? And I was like, fuck no, dude. There were no movie stuff there at all. It was the best thing ever. Hold on, I'm playing it right now.
Oh, gotcha.
the thing. But yeah, there's Juhn right there, baby. So great.
Oh my God.
You can see him just like unpacking what's happening in front of him.
He's like, wait a minute, what are these fucking ACBA?
He's definitely still looking at me like, hello?
Is that my hair brother? What's he doing?
There it is.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Juhn in the
that
back.
much mullet on one interview. I don't know how he handled it.
Dude, it was just not a bevy of beautiful hair. Dude, yeah, Nightmare Nemo in chat is saying that's so wild. This wasn't planned. It's crazy. Like, it's wild. Like, it's especially stupid. Our podcast, we ran into everybody on the floor. Not planned at all. It was just like, there was just so, it was like Boog was saying just a second ago. The fact that it wasn't like, you know, no offense, but like bogged down by just like the general like movie like hype beast that always surrounds SDCC.
Yeah,
like
true.
Toys were like the breakout star finally. And we just ran into like everybody. Every time we did a lap, we ran into like people we knew. It was unavoidable.
No, that's like, that can't be understated actually. Like, low-key how much better SDCC was with Hollywood out of it.
Oh yeah, dude.
And you guys remember Friday morning when we went into the con? I say morning, but we went in almost at 12 and it was empty in there.
Oh yeah, dude.
And we were like, what is going on? There's no one here.
The most packed it was at preview night.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's
Preview night far and away was the most packed it was preview night.
Yeah. So Thursday preview night, the regular preview night was like the most packed. Like the Wednesday was pretty packed. I think Wednesday seemed more packed because that was the only day we actually waited in lines.
Yeah.
Because like everybody was like, okay, cool, Wednesday. But then like when Thursday came around, that's when like everybody came in and to like wait in lines. But then dude, even Sunday morning, we just popped right into Mattel. The hardest line to get into throughout the
whole
entire
weekend.
con.
Mattel constantly capped. Jazzwares did sell out of like the actual things they had allotment for, but anything they didn't, you could just go up and get it. They didn't do their like lottery stuff. But yeah, Mattel, which was slammed all weekend and always had cap lines. Or but when we were getting our Starbucks, the dude in front of us was like a Mattel worker for the booth, and he was saying like, dude, just come by at like a little bit before 3 because we start to like open up the line and everything. We didn't have to do that. I think we got in by like 2.
You know what's wild? The Starbucks line was the worst line in the whole time.
It really was.
Oh, far and away. The worst line
the only
of
place
con.
the press badge has no power.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was funny was that on Thursday night when we were at Starbucks, there was nobody there.
No, it was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
There was no one there.
There was no one there, but also, to be fair, it was like 3 minutes before they closed.
Oh yeah, that's true. And and then shout out to them. It's always funny when people out of town go to Starbucks here in California and they find out that water is free here. And like they'll give you a fucking big ass ice water for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time Emia found out that guy wouldn't stop going to Starbucks like the weekend, like it's free.
Nice big filtered water. That's right.
I was like, yeah, man, people out here die of heat stroke, so they give you that shit for free. It's like a California thing.
It's free. It's free in South Carolina too.
The weather here is that, I mean, the weather in San Diego while we were there, it was only like the first day or 2 days that was like really, really hot. It was actually pretty bearable the rest of the days, you know? It was overcast. It was,
I'll never forget on Saturday I was pissed. I was like, God, of course the day that I leave is like the best weather day.
Oh, it really was the best day for weather on Saturday.
It was like slightly overcast, like still sunny, but like without hard shadows. So
it was just the sun. Like the sun itself was hot. The heat emanating off of that star was was hot. But like, but other than that, the air wasn't hot. Yeah, let me tell you right now in South Carolina, the air is hot.
Yeah,
that it's miserable out here. It is like stepping inside of a room made of blow dryers, set on high heat.
That city is a testament to man's arrogance.
It's possible.
It's like standing on a hot plate. It's like standing on the surface of the sun.
Yeah,
I just watched, weirdly enough, about Arizona, unrelated, but I just watched a video of like lady trying to cook like a fried egg on like the heat of she takes out a pan and puts it on the pavement and
on the sidewalk.
It's hot enough for this to cook, right? Like the pan has to get hot first. You can't just put a cold pan on a hot surface. But the pan that's cooking, not the floor.
Yeah, one of my favorite videos of all time is this guy trying to do that experiment on the hood of his Jeep, but the egg just rolls into the gap between the hood.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's so funny. Oh man.
Yeah, definitely stay tuned for the vlog. I got a few more little things to splice in, but I think that'll be a good encapsulation of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my biggest regret, not doing more, just not filming more.
Yeah.
I got a lot of weird.
I think we were enjoying each other's company.
Yes, that was definitely it.
For sure.
It was just being lost in the moment, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, we won't. There won't be that combination of great things again because next year I'm sure all the actors and stuff will be back. It'll be super packed. It'll probably be hot as fuck and whatever. So
yeah,
we got to.
But we might actually have a good solid hotel room all the way through.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, we learned our mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the testament to the whole thing is like, even though that situation was spotty at best, like we still had a great time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, anything else in terms of? I mean, we didn't really talk shit about news, but what were some of the big things that came out of Comic-Con or after? I guess we did talk about the Ghost at first show back.
Well, I think the ThunderCats Lair was like a really big talk of the show, and it actually did get funded.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I had no idea.
How much was that? I don't even really know what's going on with it. I mean, I saw it there, but how much was that?
$650.
Damn.
It's wild. Yeah, when it first like was leaked, people were saying like $900, and I was like, "There's no way." But thankfully, it wasn't. You know what? That's like the best. You know, it might not have been intentional, but that's low key the best marketing strategy they probably could have ever done. Like, just throw it up there, like, oh, they fake leak $900, and then just really put it out for less, where everybody's like, oh shit, that's not so bad.
I see some of the inner workings and stuff. I didn't really even look at it. I didn't even stop to like really look at it. I just kind of saw it in passing over there.
It's huge. Yeah, Fabio, if you want to go through some of those pictures so we can take a look.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know that Kyle brought that Cobra vehicle too for 1/18 scale, right?
For Super 7, the reaction?
Yeah, it was a reaction G.I. Joe vehicle, no?
I don't remember what you're referring to.
It was at the pop-up shop, the Super 7 shop. It was a huge display of G.I. Joe stuff, and then he mentioned it on Enablers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I mean, he had a ton of stuff in that car because he was up, I think he was up in the Bay, and then he was driving down and stopped at Gentle Giant to pick up the prototype that was there at the booth and take that down to the Super 7 shop. I don't know if he had that with him.
He did. He said he had all that shit in his car.
Okay, yeah.
At the same time,
yeah,
I was like, what
he made a mish, bro, to get this thing show ready, and they actually a little inside baseball here, I guess. I don't think it's too crazy, but they didn't get the figures in time for the show, like to put into the booth. So the figures that were on the Cat's Lair are from like Kyle's house, from his personal collection.
Oh wow! Wow. I mean, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's clutch, right there.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, but one of the best reactions I saw all weekend was like a dude like realized, like, what is that over there? Like, I saw some great people watching at SDCC. By the way.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
So I watched this dude like walking, like I'm waiting in line, to buy stuff. And I see him like walking the aisle and then look over and like, what's that over there? Because it's turned like to the side. It's so big that like, they had it kind of turned into the booth rather than like facing outward. So he's like looking over. Oh, let me squeeze in here. He goes in front of me, and I see him like,
wow,
like hands on his hips, like.
Oh my god, yeah, I was with you in line.
Okay. We're like, doing the whole fucking like digesting of it right there on the spot. It was hilarious.
That
Really
guy
funny.
was like around a
he
lot.
Must have been, say it again. He was around a lot. You said?
Yeah, he was at the Hasbro breakfast. He was he was pressed
Toy
as well.
Bro. No, that's why, bro. That Toy Shiz.
That was Twish's? There's no way. Holy shit! I should have said hi.
I don't remember. Yeah, my first time meeting a lot of those guys too, like Toy Shiz. The guys from they're called the Figment 5 now, I believe, but it's
That's
Nose
a great
Rain.
name.
Nose Rain, Black Series, Plastic Action. So they have like their own new kind of like brand there. They're doing like a little bit of merch and things like that. Just like a nice, cool photographer collab. And they were there like all together. So it was really cool to just like, be there with them, hanging out.
Yep.
Hasbro breakfast had like everybody. It was crazy.
Yeah, definitely some of the giants in terms of toy photography for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The who's who? Somebody's got a cat? What the fuck?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, somebody's cat is. I'm allergic.
I mean,
it's
that
not me, brother.
It was definitely Kendall, but I don't know what that was.
Maybe she's watching a touching TikTok of someone finding a.
I am allergic to cats, so it's definitely not a live cat.
I'm
It
wildly
could be
allergic
this
as well.
cat right here.
Yeah, there it is.
7-inch, 29-inch across. Body.
So I didn't. I don't know why I didn't think this for $650. Why it wouldn't be some opportunity to open it up and do some photography and stuff on the inside or whatever. But yeah, this is
thank God.
This is pretty legit. Pretty legit.
Yeah. It opens up. It has all these different like panels for the computers.
On the computer.
Oh, this is going to be the.
They're in the computer.
The regret for people like that, like the DC Collectibles Batcave.
Yeah, for sure.
This
No,
is
this
gonna
is
be,
like absolutely wild. Like
this is gonna be $2,000 on secondary, man.
More than that, I'd say. It did reach. There was like an early bird bonus, so people who backed it before a certain day got this actual like life-size 1/1 scale key to Thundera.
Oh, good for them.
And I think the gimmick is that you like use it to open the lair. Like you don't have to, but it's like.
Oh wow.
It's there.
That is very childish.
Well, they're children's toys, but
I mean, it's crazy how like deep they have gone with ThunderCats, because it's definitely a license that even Mattel was like, yeah, you guys could take it. We're not making any money on it, and like to be here doing a Thunder Lair. I mean, Super 7 did the Snake Mountain too, if I'm not mistaken. So, they've done these big things before. Just crazy that ThunderCats has the legs for it. Maybe I'm just not as familiar with ThunderCats, but yeah, it's crazy. And then there's 2 more unlocks. The tier 1 is like a Sword of Omens to display inside, and this like lab set.
Man, I'd be happy with just the damn table and chairs over there.
Right?
Sheesh.
Boog's getting this
tier
for the lab
2
set for sure.
I like the difference in the tiers. And they're super low number. I mean, only 3,000 for this thing to get made. Okay, it's getting made, but for the next tier is only like 1,000. Per tier is actually.
Well, I mean, that's because the damn buy-in is so high. Of course.
I know, but compared to like the Ghost, which is 500, and the tier unlocks are at like a 3,000 difference.
Yeah. I don't know that. I don't know why they spread out the tier unlocks for the Ghost like that, but I mean,
especially because the tier unlocks are just figures that they've made before. I think they just have different heads.
Yeah, they
It's a
have
different
new
head.
face painting, I
it's
think.
different heads, but also
heads?
I think it's the card backings too.
The card backs, which don't even technically match from the project because it's an Ahsoka Ghost.
Yeah, it makes so weird.
Really weird. I'm pulling it up right now. I'm talking about the vintage collection, The Ghost, not Mr. Ghost, the band.
Yeah, it's not climbed at all after like that initial.
Oh, you know what? I forgot another highlight. When we took the Ninja Turtles picture, Ed just sent me.
Yeah, he just sent it to me too.
Oh, nice.
I'm sending it.
Dude,
I'm sending it in the group
fun.
chat real quick.
We have the picture finally.
Yeah.
I never got the email that I definitely went back the second time and gave them my, for real double check that I got the email so that they would resend it, and I never got it. So appreciate them for trying, but it just never happened.
That's okay. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage, baby.
Oh, look at these boys.
Great photo. Absolutely sensational.
everybody's in what am I saying? You know what I'm saying.
That's it. Everybody's ready. Posed up.
Posed up.
In character.
This is how you do a group shot in ACBA. Everybody's got to have their
got
to be facing camera.
We all really look like we're about to be attacked.
It's true.
All of us look like we're ready for some shit.
I am wearing my black Air Forces in this one.
Real dangerous activities.
Not all, but, you know.
Let me tell you something. If you're wearing black Air Force Ones, you're either committing a crime or you work at Burger King.
Yeah. If you haven't already, this was us just kind of walking through the con. Our first this was our podcast while we were out there, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The iPad's in my hand right there. You can see it.
Yeah. And what was funny was that when we were walking by, the guy just goes like, "You guys want to take a picture with the weapons?" We're like, "Okay."
Yeah, we thought we had to wait on a line. And we were listen, that goes to the fact that it wasn't super duper crowded and you could move around and you probably would have had to wait online for a freaking 20 minutes or something to do that under normal circumstances. So
for sure. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think Poncho or you or one of you guys was like, "All right, man, we don't got time to wait in a line." And then he was like, "There's no line." And
yeah,
like,
it was me.
Line?
Yeah, I was like, "Is there a line?"
Squad pick with Leonardo?
There's no line. Okay, we're in. And we jumped in really quick.
I totally forgot Leonardo's in this picture.
Yeah. he's looking at Boog kind of.
Yeah, he's angry at me. What's going on?
He's like, were you one of those guys on the Montgomery Pier?
I can't top that, but I was gonna say he's holding Leonardo's weapon, so he's looking at Boog funny.
It's true.
Sword, man. You don't just grab another man's sword.
Did any of you guys see the new Turtles flick yet?
I did.
Poncho did.
Rick, you haven't seen it yet?
No, because basically what happened is I kept putting off watching Barbie with my lady.
Oh.
And I left for a whole fucking week. I'm going to watch whatever movie she wants, and we watched Barbie yesterday.
Oh, wait, you did see Barbie? I
saw Barbie.
With her friend. She said it was really good.
Hell yeah.
It was a great film. I was shocked.
I heard it was very funny. Clever.
Yeah. I was ready for some real goofy shit. And it was goofy, but in a good way. In didn't really take itself seriously, but did at the same time. Like, it had great commentary, but was goofy in a good way. But I already know Mattel and WB are gonna run that movie to the fucking ground.
Oh, it'll be a part 2, you think, huh?
Yeah, and the lady that made the first one said she has no interest in doing a part 2, so they're definitely gonna leave her ass behind shove it down everybody's throats.
It could be a Lego movie situation. Those guys don't do part 2s either, but they did Lego movies, so you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, it does have from what I hear, a very Lego movie, reaction.
Yeah, Mutant Mayhem was fantastic, absolutely phenomenal. It's so you know how good it is. This is the lightest of spoilers. Not anything about the actual plot or anything. Some of the mythos is changed, but I don't see people complaining about it, and that's how good it is.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. Rogan produced and wrote this?
I think so. Yeah, he definitely wrote it for sure, and yeah, I guess he did produce it. It's very good. It's very once you know and realize what kind of movies Seth Rogen makes, those really nice coming of age movies, and he really knows how to capture the mind and voice of today's youths. It's great. The best envelope to watch this movie in, and the mindset is it's for once the turtles are actually teenagers.
Okay. Yeah. I can dig that.
It's really great. And before my showing, they showed a little featurette. I didn't watch any of it because I didn't want to see scenes or anything. I basically was on media blackout of this movie ever since the second trailer. I was I don't want to watch anything. But I was listening to it, and they said something really cool. They said that the movie has an aesthetic as if it was written and doodled in a teenager's notebook at school. So that's why it's always there's crosshatches everywhere, and some of the characters look a little asymmetrical and kind of low-key ugly or whatever, but the whole movie is meant to look doodly and rough, especially in like the effects and like the smears and like the explosions and stuff. It's all drawn and has like a layer of it overlaid where it's like a hand-drawn notebook stuff. And this isn't on some flash shit like, oh, the Chrono Bowl's supposed to look weird, but like it truly is like woven into the DNA of the film. And like
and you know, the other thing is that Seth Rogen
Joe Rogan presents Ninja Turtles. They look exactly like the Michael Bay ones.
Seth Rogen pulled a Larry David. I don't know if you know that, Poncho.
What did he do?
He said that to keep everything organic within the kids and to make them sound like as natural as possible, he just gave them a direction and let them speak.
Oh yeah, that's very true. You know what's crazy?
Okay.
There's a part in the movie about middle way. It is 1 minute of uncut dialogue of those guys definitely just ad-libbing in the booth. And they're just like popping off memes and just everything from Side Talk New York. The one of the most incredible Instagram profiles of all time. It's just Side Talk New Yorker memes for a whole minute. And like I was saying this earlier in the Discord, but like this movie is very unapologetically New York. It's crazy. Like it's like the most teenagery they've ever felt, and it's the most like they're from New York they've ever felt, like period ever. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was on TikTok like the other day, and I was scrolling past and like the person was asking them like, how'd you feel with the fucking script or whatever? And Seth was like, they really didn't have a script. He's like, we just gave them a general direction, and like we're like, hey man, you're supposed to be fighting Shredder here. When are you supposed to insult him? And it's going to be a difficult time. Go. And like they just started, like I guess riffing.
Tell me, Michael Rappaport was in this movie in some way, shape, or form.
Wow, the cat's out here.
That would have been the most New York shit ever.
Beefing with Barstool Sports could be. You never know.
The other cool thing is for Donnie's voice actor. I guess they didn't know what they wanted to do, so they asked the kid like, hey, we want Donnie to like anime. What's your favorite anime? And he goes, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And he's like, cool. He's going to be wearing a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure sweater. And they just let him, basically whatever he'd said was going to be on Donnie's sweater.
Nice.
So they put JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on his sweater because that's what he'd picked.
This officially dropped last Friday?
No, it was a Wednesday release, which was kind of funny.
Really?
It was,
okay.
Yeah, it was strange. And like a lot of people were like kind of clowning on like the box office stuff, like initial viewings, but I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that it came out on a Wednesday, and like all those numbers were from Wednesday.
Viewing.
Yeah,
the early viewing numbers. Right?
What's the countdown to somebody besides Mattel doing these figures?
Oh, I don't know. Hopefully not long.
I mean, besides Playmates.
What?
20.
Oh my
God! 30
God!
years, NECA will get to it.
No, I could see
Not until they touch those 3 turtles, though.
I just remembered what I wanted to talk about with this movie. You guys won't believe what happened to me today. I saw the fucking fabled Chinese variants.
I
sent them in the chat
of the
now.
April Chinese variant. Say it ain't so. I've seen them too. I've seen them in real life. Yeah.
Chinese markets get a white April figure. She's not black.
Oh yeah, I did see this.
It's
and
crazy.
I found them at my store.
All right, let's see it.
I linked them in the chat, and I was like, "Oh my God, she's here, Chinese April."
I was saying though that I could see Revoltech doing them, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be
cool.
Dude, if Amazing Yamaguchi did it, I'd lose my marbles.
Yeah, I'd like to see NECA actually do it. It'd be cool if they did like a current. I know their thing is like, I mean, we know what their thing is, but I'd like to see what it'd be like if they tackled something like this. But yeah, here's the regular April.
Look at those skin tone differences.
Oh,
there she is.
Hey, what's happening? What's going on?
Look at April O'Neil's skin tones.
Yeah, what's happening? What?
Oh,
the Chinese release, the Chinese market release version is apparently hitting domestically.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
And shout out to Pixel Dan too, because I keep up with any of this Playmate stuff just through like his reviews and stuff, and like he speaks pretty highly of these figures from Playmate.
They're nice.
Definitely on model. There's some I think there's exclusives that have like different washes or something, but other
Yeah.
than that, like, it's pretty
So-
much.
The SDCC exclusive had like the best deco out of all of them. There are some 2-packs that have like exclusive deco on them. And some of the 2-packs have exclusive villains in it that you can't find. This 5-pack right here is the only way you can get April, whether you like her light skinned or dark skinned. And there's some
Plenty of
other
people
stuff.
domestically who would be willing to make that choice. Y'all know.
What's crazy is Playmates put out like I wouldn't say 1/6 scale, but like close to that height version of these. They don't have like elbow or knee articulation, but the sculpts on those in particular, if you're at like Walmart or Target and you see those, do yourself a favor and just like pick them up and look at the sculpt work on it. It's crazy good. And it's just goes to show that it really sucks how they stiff us on this articulation with these. But just like Dan has been saying, guy loves Playmates for sure. Absolutely. He's been with the brand for like super long time, but these are shockingly good. I mean, I was talking about them like a couple of weeks ago or whatever, but for like $10, they're not bad at all. And like you can get creative with like the posing if you like pop off joints, use a little bit of tack to put them in place or whatever. You can get some pretty dynamic posing out of them. And I think the thing that lends to that the most is the fact that they're like $10. And you're just expecting like the absolute worst garbage of garbage, and then you're just immediately surprised by just how much range of movement you can get out of them, which isn't much, but it's just enough for $10.
I've been seeing quite a few of these showing up in people's pictures and stuff. So yeah.
I also really want the kid versions, the
Yeah.
turtle tots.
Turtle tots, baby.
Shout out to Vin and his lady.
Turtle
They got
tot.
the turtle tots, and I'm jealous. I need them.
Okay, so that's out in the movies right now. I definitely want to check that out. I heard that Guardians of the Galaxy is up on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I watched.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
You know what? I thought it was pretty good.
It was good.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I heard it was pretty good.
It was a bit of a tearjerker. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
Really?
it's quite nice.
Okay. All right.
It
I'm gonna
jerked
check
a
it out.
few tears out of me for sure.
You got jerked?
All right.
I got a little tear jerked. Yeah,
Okay.
it hit me with the reach around, and
No, sir.
you know, I didn't see it coming.
Oh no.
Who could?
No,
Who
it
could?
was- I mean, it's crazy to me that, I mean, y'all know I don't like cartoons, but
How could we forget?
that the cartoon character draws the most emotion out of you
That's true.
in this movie is insane to me. You know, I'm
Okay.
starting to think there might be something to this animation business.
All right, let me stop you. Don't spoil it. Come on, baby.
That's true, Fabio. You know what? You should check out cartoons. Look into that.
You ever heard of cartoons?
Quite a
or-
few cartoons out there you could watch. man.
Let me tell you something. There's a whole industry in Japan that would like a word with you.
And if you want to merge those bridges, pick up One Piece. You're only 1,000 episodes behind, but once you get to last week's episode, you'll see the world of cartoons and anime will really, really come together in a beautiful unison for you.
Only 1,000 episodes.
I'll tell you what was not a cartoon. Mission Impossible was fucking awesome.
I heard that was
Oh,
great too.
wow. I heard it was
It
good
was-
too. Yeah.
It was just fun, dude. It was silly. Like the villain is so like nondescript. It's so funny. There's all these people running around worried about the entity the entire movie. It's so great. Like, what's this nebulous
Entity.
threat? I don't know.
All right. Don't
fucking
give it away. Come on, man. Don't give it
Just
away.
this nebulous threat the whole movie, and it's just a vehicle to get Tom Cruise to like run a lot. He runs so much in this one.
Tom
It's so
Cruise?
many panning shots of him
T.
running
Cruise? I know that
across
guy.
Venetian plazas and candlelit chapels, and it's crazy cool. There's some great drone shots of like these fight scenes. I mean, of course, like the big
Oh
stuff where
man,
he
that
does
reminds
that
me.
fucking
We
thing.
didn't
shoulda-
get the drone shot.
We should have gotten the drone shot, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Next
Oh,
time.
man.
Next time, baby.
dude. Dude,
All right.
Mission Impossible.
Wait, Mission
I think what
Impossible
ruined
came
it for
out
me.
when, though?
It came out like before even SDCC, I want to say.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
So
Been
it's
out a
been
minute.
over a month.
Maybe I've been watching too many of that one YouTuber Space Ice that like talks about like Steven Seagal movies and shit. Because like I can't unsee how in these movies, like the Jason Bourne movies, the John Wicks or whatever, there's so much expositing of people like telling you what a badass this character is. It's
Well,
so
shout
much
out-
of that.
Shout out to David Walton introducing me to the fact that there is a reggae song starring Steven Seagal where the opening line is me want e punani. Shout out to
Wait. Was Steven
No.
Seagal? What song is
Steven
that?
Seagal.
he released a reggae album, I guess, and
No.
he's-
Steven Seagal did?
yeah, David Walton sent me the song and I couldn't
No.
believe it.
All right, I gotta look this up. Come on.
Is this like when
Yeah.
Macho Man tried to do a hip hop album?
Yeah, be a man, Hogan. Yeah, just like that.
Where's Jamie when you need him? What's going on?
It's like when Dino
shout out to
Spumoni
David
did all
Walton.
those different genres.
Dude.
Yeah, David
Is
Walton
there-
put me on,
There's
and at
only
first
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. Steven Seagal reggae.
it was
6 from the top.
it's something else, man. It's
That
a
is,
song called Strut.
Featuring Lady Saw. Me want.
That is another thing that comes up in his movies a lot. Space Ice brings it up. Whenever there's a black dude on screen in a Steven Seagal movie, Steven Seagal becomes black.
Yeah, he like randomly has a
Which is like crazy.
he
takes
randomly
out
has like a
he,
Jamaican
uses
accent.
his black scent.
Yeah,
Yeah. Starts calling him brother out of nowhere. Like it's so funny.
Rick, you wasn't
he
lying,
did the same
man.
thing in his reality show. Remember when he was a cop, a lawman?
Oh my god, yeah.
oh
He
man,
could do the same thing.
You wasn't lying. Steven Seagal featuring Lady Saw. Me want the punani.
Oh no.
he's in it. He's fucking giving his all in that song.
He's in it.
Something else.
He's killing
He
it.
wants the punani.
Yeah,
All right.
Kevin's in the chat. He says he heard that this week. What's up, Kevin?
You learn
yeah.
something new every day. Look at
Wait,
that.
are you talking about Kevin from Toying Around?
The
Kevin
one and
from-
only, baby.
That's right.
I love that guy. He's the best. Shout out to Kevin and
Kev was actually one of the highlights of SDCC.
yeah,
For
and,
sure.
and the way he
Kevin
stood
is
up
a
to
good
that,
time, man.
the way he stood up to the fucking butler or not butler to like the fucking server, waiter that wouldn't fucking stop wanting to take his plate. No, give me your plate. I'll take it. He's like, no, man, I'm gonna use it.
Just get another one.
Just go get it. Just go get another one. And he's like, "Are they paying you by the plate? What's the deal, man?" And the guy looked like so visually upset with Kevin. Like, the fuck is? Why can't this man keep his plate?
Yeah, Kevin had us drinking whiskey shots.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Kevin bought. I missed the round of shots that Kevin bought, and he's like, "It's cool, I got you. Let's do another." Oh man, so much fun. Yeah, Kevin isn't playing around. Nightmare Nemo.
It's true.
Amazing.
It was
Yeah, that
not.
was definitely one of the
That's the
highlights
best, man.
too. At a coin op with almost everybody showing up there. That
Literally everybody.
Everybody did, and it all kind of like staggered. Like we were kind of in the middle wave, but all the Hasbro people were there like early on getting lit.
Very early.
Yeah,
was,
that was a lot of fun. That
Any
was
other,
definitely like the after party of the after parties, you know.
Oh yeah.
Amigos one, I think it was more chill. It was like more of a lounge, you know, sort of.
Yes.
Coin Op was a rage.
shout out to Cheney with the ill short set that he had in that
The rompers,
picture.
baby.
Oh, yeah, there was
Yeah,
some
he
romp
was-
him actually.
He was romping it. He was romping it.
The
For
romper,
sure.
He was
yeah,
having it
yeah.
hard.
I was really happy we were able to get it in the group picture. I think I even told
Yeah,
Mark, I was like,
Yeah.
not only did we get fucking Cheney, we got him in the romp, baby. Yeah.
I felt inspired. Truly.
Yeah, for sure.
That
was a
icon, man.
bold fashion statement, sir.
Don't ever doubt him. Don't ever doubt Cheney a day in your life.
Yeah, don't you dare.
Don't ever disrespect me.
You're disrespecting
Oh,
a future
man.
U.S.
Like,
Marine.
Phantom's word.
I love those videos. Don't ever disrespect me.
Oh man, yeah. There was a ton of news between now and then,
whatever.
but we don't have to talk about any
Don't
of
gotta
that.
talk about
Honestly,
it now. The news that a peek into news is that we are working on the next trifecta of tournaments right now. I guess
Hell
we
yeah.
can say that, right?
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
All right, so that's I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, and this time it's for real. I know we've been
for real.
saying this for like 3 years, but this time it's for real.
We're about to bring back the competitive displaying, and I would love to see, a lot of amateurs and pros and heavy hitters and come out and do their thing, man. It's going to be very, very nice.
It's great. Really nice. It's great because you talked about it in your Century video, maybe.
Yes.
You talked about like the whole history and how like it started with just like displays and like that birthed the tournament. I think it's going to be really cool going back to a tournament format, especially now since so many people, like you said in your video, are just like strictly photography, and like it's going to be cool to see those people like stretch those muscles for doing like true displays, because it's crazy because like what we've been saying for years is like when you're setting up a photo, set it up through the viewfinder. Don't you dare set up a display without looking through it through your viewfinder. But now it's like it's almost not necessarily the opposite. Like that still plays a part to get like that final great shot, but like that like rule is almost like thrown out the window. Like you're just setting up a sick display.
You need a more I don't even know, like continuous sort of like setup. Like you need that great picture like 4 or 5 times basically, so you can move the camera around basically. So
you need almost every aspect to be its own standalone picture and then kind of like pull out into one big picture, and I'm excited to go back to that too, because I feel like I've personally just on my own outside of toy has been just doing more video stuff than I do photo. So for me it'd be exciting to get back into that. And that's another highlight for me at SDCC. Like I said, it was shooting some of the stuff there because you got to see my one of my other characters, Fabio Spielberg, directing some of those shots.
I like I'm excited about the music choices too, like how people put together their entire display.
Oh, that's so true. I could do all my own music.
Oh my god, dude, that would be so sick. That would be crazy.
I'm excited about
like hi-fi metal riffs to study/cram to.
But yeah, there'll be the World Tournament, and then we'll definitely be having something for October, and maybe one other thing as well. But it's we coming back with the vengeance in terms of tournaments. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, tournaments are like a really fun like time to be in this hobby. Like I would say that like tournaments are even more fun than October, to be quite honest, just because there's like so much on the line, baby.
And it's fun to like follow week to week too. It's something that we can like talk about, and I don't know how that'll work if we're in it and stuff, but it's like just a current event within the whole community that's exciting to talk about outside of just like, here's the new toys that are coming out.
True.
Or just here's the pictures that are up on the boards and stuff too. Like this is, so and so versus so and so, and it's gonna be nice to break it down.
That's what I really want to do. I want to make like the recap, like something cool and something like special.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. And I will say that one year that we had brackets and like everybody knew who they were against and everybody knew the bracket formation ahead of time, that like sparked some of the greatest like rivalries in the community. It was so great, like watching people like just basically just smack talk each other for like 6 weeks straight. It was the best, baby.
Friendly competition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it. Very excited. I'm ready to cut promos again.
I hope I have the means to do it.
I believe in you, Fabio.
Fabio, you'll be all right, brother. Don't worry. You'll be all right.
I've noticed that every time Fabio is in like a very, very serious state of like existential crisis, like I laugh my ass off. It's nothing against. I don't know. Like that's just like my default thing. I remember when you were dealing with like your roommate stuff. If you go back to that podcast, every time you just like kind of sink into your chair and look off to the side, I immediately start laughing my fucking head off.
You just know in his head it's hello, doctor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this poor bastard.
It's press X to doubt.
No.
Anyway.
All right.
I this is news to me too. You guys obviously kept this secret from me.
No, it's in the group chat. What are you talking about? I think.
No, yeah, that's very exciting.
We didn't really have list of things to talk about tonight, honestly, in terms of news and stuff like that. We'll get back to that on the regular program on Friday.
Yeah.
We were just happy to be able to do the show, damn it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, again, if you just tuning in right now, last week, my channel got hacked, my email got taken over.
Yes, very exciting.
And so did Ancho's as well.
Yeah,
so
it was rough.
It was pretty terrible. And I mentioned this on Instagram, but my fiance was the one that pretty much quarterbacked the situation to get things rolling and to help me figure out how to even attack this and how to get things right. Like she literally did pretty much everything. So
hell yeah, dude.
If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have known what to tell P and whatever. I don't know what we would have done, honestly. So
it's crazy. Like of course I can't thank you enough for helping, but like unfortunately every piece of advice that you gave me did not apply to me at all, my situation at all.
It was different. Yeah.
It was very different. Yeah, it's different for everybody.
I will say that being a partner or not, there's a difference.
Oh,
in
yeah.
terms of the level of attention and the level of care that they're going to give you and shit. So.
Yeah, I'm not a partner, but I was pushed forward into the partner like help thing because I remember reading through that form and it said partner. Mm-hmm. There's partner all over it, and I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm telling these guys I'm not a partner. But like,
wait,
dude,
you're not a partner?
No,
you have 1,000 subs though.
I do. I don't know if partner and monetize are separate. But I don't monetize.
It is.
Okay, so maybe I was a partner. I have no idea. But I don't monetize my stuff or anything like that. But I will say, if something like this unfortunately ever happens to anybody out in the community, the best way is to literally go on Twitter or X and then just tweet at YouTube support, because that's like the only like face of that company that has like real human beings behind it. And luckily and unluckily, but I know somebody who has a YouTube channel who had this happen to him last year. So I hit him up in a DM and I was like, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And then like he kept my head like cool. Of course, like, Boog was doing the same thing and stuff too. But hearing this from somebody who had gone through the exact same thing before and how cool he was about it, he was like, oh, you'll get it back. Don't worry. Don't sweat it. And I was like, okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. Cause like you were getting your stuff back way faster than me. And I just remember.
Yes and no. I mean, we were like a day apart, but I was still like 2 days, removed or whatever the case may be. And even with that, it's a whole nother mission to make everything private, delete the other bullshit that was still up there. And like, yeah, man. To make everything public, excuse me.
Yeah, that was the crazy part too, because there's so much stuff on my channel that I had privated and unlisted just for, whatever purposes, like family, work, whatever. And so I remember every video I watched of, other YouTubers who were affected by something like this, they're all like, everyone was like, thank God that select all is an option. And I'm like,
right.
not for me. Not for me though.
Yeah.
Because like I'm sure you notice it too, because when you went and made a video public that was previously unlisted, it showed up like it was a brand new video.
Like it was a brand new
in front
video,
of everything. So I had like for 4 hours, my newest video was how to operate a CNC machine while your router operator is on vacation. A video I literally made for my work like 3 weeks ago that was like unlisted.
That's what got me thinking a lot about the tournaments and stuff too, because a couple of the trailers popped up as new videos and stuff too. So just like, oh boy.
Yeah, same on my channel too, because I would upload it on my channel as well. Like there was a guy, shout out, I'm sorry, I can't remember your screen name, but shouts out so you know who you are. He went through every like trailer video and he's like, wow, this is great. Thanks for the video. And I was like, you know what? Thank you.
No, thank you.
I had a bunch of stuff on private too that I didn't realize that was just like clips of old like things that I was gonna splice together for like old course episodes and stuff like that. And it was cool to actually just watch that, by myself. Basically,
yeah, same.
To back and to see that stuff too.
I was saying to basically everybody that like, I have all my all my produced videos like backed up on a hard drive or whatever for the most part. Like anything from like 2015 on, I have. There was a situation during like the pandemic where like my main like backup hard drive just like died, and I lost a lot of like unedited stuff, which really sucked. But a lot of my produced stuff is backed up somewhere. But there was stuff like the lives. Like the lives weren't backed up anywhere, which was like super bummy, especially that I just did an episode with 796. That really sucked. And I was like kind of bugging about that. But there was stuff on my YouTube channel from like 2006, I think. And it's like stuff for me, like it's like high school stuff and stuff when I visited like the Philippines, like for the first time in a long time, and like genuine reactions of like seeing my family for the first time and stuff in a while. And like that stuff like really sucked because like I had no idea that was still even on there, because those have been like, they're so buried under all of that stuff and like privated like forever ago. So I did the exact same thing you did, Boog. I pretty much like went through my whole channel, my whole catalog, and just started like watching stupid shit that I had.
There's
some of the stuff is pretty embarrassing now.
But, no question.
There's an amazing video of Boog's on his channel somewhere. If you can find it, enjoy it.
I hope we're thinking of the same thing.
Of course we are. Of course we are. There's a moment where Boog is at the NECA booth in New York Comic Con, and he's standing next to Emiya, and Emiya goes, "Wow, hey, look at this Egyptian statue, huh?" And it's like this, like it's what's that rock band that uses the Egyptian like sphinx?
It was the Iron Maiden like head.
His Iron Maiden head mask, and he goes, "Yeah, wouldn't this look great on Pharaoh, huh? Naked?" and Boog goes, "What? Come on, man. What are you talking about?" In the middle of the video, and Boog doesn't cut it out. And it's one of like my favorite things to always go back and watch is that moment of
Wait a minute. Did we see Emiya at all this whole weekend?
We did not.
I never saw him.
Yeah.
I never
Elusive
saw him.
little guy.
Yeah, man. And none of the
Was he actually there?
He was there.
Was he
Brian
really?
was there.
Dang,
Brian
man.
was there. Emiya's wife was there. They were there. We just we just didn't have the time. We were everywhere.
True.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see Emiya again, man. God.
I'm surprised.
He could have reenacted the Egyptian. The Egyptian.
We could have just made that the new intro.
Oh my God.
He's wearing the headdress naked.
Hey, well, we could have done something creative.
Can you imagine Pharaoh in this naked?
Naked.
And
What are you doing, man?
The moment where Boog realizes what he just says, because Boog goes, "Yeah," and then he goes, "Wait, what? No, man, come on."
One of my other favorite vids is where you're debuting your idea for cutouts, and you're going over your Detolfs and you're still sick. You're like, pardon me, I'm a little sick. And then you rip the sickest burp I've ever heard in my life, and you just go, excuse me.
What a terrible fucking video. It's
just like a Detolf video, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Back in the very early days, before learning anything about how to actually properly light a setup and do anything or whatever, like I was literally setting up displays in the Detolf, and the only light that I had was from the top of the Detolf. Like it was awful, terrible. But that was the beginning. That was I had to progress out of that, and that was the early time when we had like first moved over to Facebook, and everybody was doing like those just like dark shots with like one spotlight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1/6 Shooter brings up something that broke this week as well. Detolfs officially discontinued.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
What?
Oh, they did us all. They did us all a favor. They're like fucking $200.
Yeah, that's true.
Why did they do that though? That seems strange.
Well, it's at the top of r/hot toys.
Well, some good and bad news is I would imagine a big factor of the decision is that they introduced a new product. It's not a Detolf, but it's almost like a spiritual successor. The frame is metal, but it is framed, so it's not all glass all around. You do have like framing around it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's I would imagine it's the spiritual successor to Detolf. But it is smaller. Yes, it's this. Yeah, the blade, the
Bladiden.
Yeah,
Bladiden.
It looks a little cleaner.
Well, and the
but
thing
it's
is
smaller.
It is smaller. Yeah.
The thing is too, like, there's no way that a Detolf is gonna sell better or sell just as well as before, being more than 3 times the original price.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
$100 for this. This is double the original price.
Yeah, right there's just no way.
The Detolfs were creeping up to like 120.
No, I think they'd went even further now.
No, they were more expensive than 120 when
they were way
very
more
end.
expensive.
Yeah, 130.
That's crazy.
So the dimensions on this are 16, 3, and I mean everybody knows the dimensions, right? Everybody's got a Detolf, you know how big they are.
I bought my first set of Detolfs for I believe they were $49.99 at the time.
Yeah, that's what I paid for mine.
Yeah, they're 60 inches tall, so they're a little bit shorter for sure.
Yeah, 4 inches shorter.
Yeah, the cubes are definitely smaller.
Yeah, they're 3 inches smaller.
12.5 by 13 3/4.
15 by 14, I think.
And do those Baldurs or whatever, they don't have surrounding glass?
So they do have surrounding glass, but they're inset into the metal frame.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also
it does have lighting built in.
Yes, it does have built-in lighting too, which is nice.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I will say
now everybody's gonna be upgrading their whole row of shelves now.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of think that like now, even more than ever, like if you have Detolfs now, it might even be more of a statement piece than these. I mean, like I'm sure you could have like another row of these, which would be cool. But like I think if you still have your Detolfs like 10 years from now, it's going to be cool. I think.
Yeah.
Shoot me offers. I know what I have.
Yeah, I know what it's worth.
Yeah, I don't know how long I was like looking for different like cases and stuff like that to set up for the longest. And then one day I had just went into Midtown Comics on the east side, and I didn't realize that I had been seeing this for months and months before anyway, that they had some Detolf set up in the middle of the comic shop or whatever. And I have been seeing this for months and months and never really even paid close attention to it, whatever. But I finally asked the one of the clerks in the store. I was like, where did these cases come from? He was like, oh, dude, these came from IKEA. I'm like, what?
The meatball place?
Basically.
You know they sell furniture?
Next weekend, I was at IKEA, and there's no doubt about it that the ACBA community put these shits on the map 100%. Because once I got that, Junior got a bunch, and then everybody just started buying these things.
Dude, it was Cheddar Ched that put Detolfs on the map because he put him in one of his rhymes.
But yeah.
Shout out to JC.
You can't just say I got toys in my blolly den. That doesn't sound as good.
In the fucking blolly den. Yeah, he just hit me up the other day to tell you to hurry up and finish the track book. He said.
Oh yeah. It's happening.
You know what's funny? That's one of the last emails I got on my email account before it was compromised.
That's from JC.
And I was on the phone with Google. They're like, "Do you remember the last email you got?" And I go, "Yeah, it's from JC Cheddar Ched asking Boog to finish a track for a community where it's a brotherhood of collectors." They're like, "Okay, yeah, checks out. Checks out."
A lot of information.
Can you prove you're the person that owns that account? Tell us the last email.
I will say that I wasted a day and a half trying to contact the wrong people. I contacted Gmail because that was the root of that. I thought that was the root of the problem because I couldn't log into my YouTube because I needed access to my email. So I was like, all right, cool. Exactly. And I was like, you know what? I'm an elite. I subscribe to Google One. What of it? So I called Google One support. You can't beat that. You can't beat 30 gig or 100 gigs of free space, baby. For $4. Anyway. But I was on the phone with him and this guy, shout out to my countryman doing me dirty. He was all he was like, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing we can do. And I was like, well, can you connect me to somebody? And he's all like, no, unfortunately, it's just me. I was like, so out of the entire company of Google, you're the last guy I can talk to. There's no one above you at all. And he's like, no, I'm sorry. And I was like, you're a liar. I was getting tested. I was truly tested that day because these calls are monitored and recorded for quality assurance and training and stuff. And every single time I got mad, I always started every sentence with listen, man, I know you have a script and I know you're doing your job, but you're not doing a good one. This is awful. You're giving me nothing. Help me. Try and figure something out. It's crazy because when the best boss I ever had was my boss at GameStop. His name was Steve Kuochi, shout out, a New York native as well. And every time somebody had a problem, he would always just go okay, cool. Well, let's figure it out. I don't know how to solve it, but let's try and figure it out. This guy had none of those qualities. It was crazy. He just immediately gave up. It was wild. It sucked.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to figure that out. And I still got a bunch of stuff to make public on the channel too, because I didn't do everything at once. Mm-hmm. That was the advice I was given over here. So I didn't do everything at once. I just been doing
waves,
maybe 100 a day or something like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I did not.
The quick bites have been going well.
The quick bites are very nice.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that, and I got a few more. I got maybe 3 more to post.
Hell yeah!
But it's something that I'd like to continue, and move into, Table for Two at some point. P was able to mock up some, some images for that. So
enticing imagery.
Yeah, very good. I hate mixing lines, but this looks very good together.
What is that?
The Superman, the Mezco Superman.
Oh, this is still the best looking Parasite, though.
Yeah,
for
sure.
He doesn't have soft goods or any clothing on, so it makes sense. I'll allow it.
I mean, we'll never see a Mezco Parasite, so you can forget about that.
Oh, we'll get one from McFarlane 10 years from now after 1,000 more Batmans.
Yeah, after 1,000 more Batmans.
It'll be a mega fig.
Oh yeah, it'll be $39.99.
And way bigger than Superman. It won't be anything close to this scale.
Wildly oversized, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, you got the Blue Beetle, right? McFarlane Blue Beetle?
Which one?
The
True
movie
Crime
one. Yeah, the movie
You
one.
got both.
No,
right?
no, I haven't bought it yet. I'm going to though.
Oh, okay. I'm on the lookout for that for sure.
I've been seeing some good pictures with that figure too.
Which one? Because he makes you buy two.
He really
All
does.
right,
Yeah,
I don't know. I seen one. One of them has a peace sign hand, right?
Yeah, like he's taking a selfie. That's what I was gonna say. The only reason I haven't bought it yet is because I need to buy two. Like one comes with the wings, the other one comes with like the cannons, and like
the
all
sword.
the hands and the sword. Like,
Oh, I see the hands now over here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my picture. Yeah.
You know he's going to re-release this in 4 months anyway.
Oh yeah. With all of the accessories.
Yeah, everything. Maybe even some more.
His villain is out. His villain is out.
When
too,
does this
Carol.
movie come out?
We don't know because they're marketing it terribly.
They really are. It's unfortunate.
It's next week, I believe. I think
They're
it's
kind
like,
of sending it out to die.
Yeah, it's August.
it's-
It's a teen in August.
I think it's like the 16th.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I am crazy hyped for this movie. August 18th.
Dude,
I
yeah,
think
is
it's
wrong.
good from what I've seen.
I got fucking duped on Twitter and I was hella mad.
Oh, no.
Fuck this stupid shit is.
I still
it's
call it
August
Twitter.
18th. August 18th. So like a little over a week from now.
Okay.
Yeah, I still call it Twitter. Somebody posted like a quote unquote early Rotten Tomatoes rating, and it said it was 100% tomato meter, and I was like, oh man, like this shit is getting hype from the fucking reviewers. Like maybe that'll bring the audiences in. Like maybe it'll like hype it up without like being able to have the actors, promote it or whatever. And it was just somebody fucking playing a prank.
No.
And like after the post, his first comment to his own post was like, "Don't you wish this was real?" I was like, man, why the fuck would you do this?
Why would you create content like that?
Yeah, and like his entire comment section was like, "Dude, that's not fucking real, you piece of shit." Like, so I was mad as hell.
I would have been too.
I can't wait.
Oh, bye, Rick.
He can't wait at all.
He
He's gotta go
couldn't
right
wait not one more second.
I can't wait. I gotta.
Wait before you go.
Oh, wait.
Did I mention I can't wait for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for this shit.
Shut off the bomb is 5.
You'll be fine. All you
The
have to do is.
The most important thing is that you listen to this, Dwight. First and then you're saved.
And then you're saved. That's what it was. And then you're saved.
And then you're saved.
That was Harambe trying to talk to that kid in his cage.
No.
Listen, kid, I don't got a lot of time. You're gonna save the future if you.
Bye. Goodbye.
I don't know what's going on. I think we had our limit.
No, he was
we over the top of the hour.
It's a bit. It's a
I
bit.
did that on purpose.
But, yeah, we're at the top of the hour here. What are we thinking?
Wednesday night. We'll be back Friday.
Yeah, in full effect, baby.
Yeah, with some real
Literally
shit.
did no work tonight. We just goofed off.
Thank God.
2 hours.
Could
Yeah.
not take it.
So last thing I'll say about Blue Beetle real quick is the like Gen Z has like done a crazy like viral marketing campaign for Blue Beetle that might actually turn things around.
Really?
Like,
How so?
People are just shit posting like, oh my God, the marketing for Blue Beetle is so good. And it's like Times Square filled with Blue Beetle posters. But it's like obviously not true. Like even the Coca-Cola side of Blue Beetle. Like they're just making it seem like it's being marketed better than it is because it isn't being marketed at all. So people are making fun of the fact, and that's marketing the film.
That's the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my hope is little known fact, in Mexico they take movies like really seriously. To them, like going to the movies is like what going to the movies was for people like in the 70s.
I was
Like,
gonna
it's
say
like
it's
an-
like flying on an airplane in the 80s.
Yeah, it's like a big it's like a big thing over there. Like their theater experiences are crazy next level. And the reason that happened was growing up when I would go to Mexico. I'm sorry to go on this tangent, guys.
No, do it.
It was the opposite of Japan. Everything was bootlegged immediately, and it was all on the streets, and nobody would go to the theaters in Mexico because there was just no reason to. The fucking guy around the corner from your house has the movie. Like,
It's true.
why would you even go? And so these movie theaters like kind of just adapted, and we're like, well, the only way we're gonna fucking get people in these movies is if this is like an experience, and it fucking worked. And movies are like a huge thing in Mexico. Like their experiences are like next level to the point where the biggest Mexican movie theater company is now opening a bunch of movie theaters here in the United States. It's called Cinépolis. So it's going to be a big thing, hopefully in Mexico, and hopefully they lift this shit up because it needs it.
They had one that was like short-lived here in like 23rd Street, I think.
Cinepolis?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh,
That's cool.
man.
That's
Was it? Yeah, I think that's what it was. I've been to one, but
Yeah,
for some reason it's gone now though.
There's a giant one opening in LA right next to where the new Los Angeles Clippers stadium is going to be. Seen that the other day when I was driving back home.
Oh,
I seen it.
and you were being driven.
I seen her.
I seen it.
She was
I did
right
just
here.
see- I was trying to look for it, but I think it was like up randomly on Reddit. But it was like gaming in a third world country. It's just like a brown drawer filled with the PS2 like portable, like the really slim one from back in the day, and just a bunch of like burnt discs, like CDRs with the titles on them.
That's true.
Like they bootleg that shit so fast. Last time I went to Venezuela, like my stepbrother, I think was playing. I think it would have been PS3 that time, and we like went to the mall to look at games. We went to the mall to look at games, right? And there's like an actual kind of GameStop equivalent with like the boxes and everything. And we would go and like look at the game. Like he was keen on buying a game that day, and his process was he'd go to the store. He'd look around like at the game sleeves and like the box art and the covers and take a look at all the features and everything. And then he'd say, "Okay, thank you, see ya." And then he'd go like across the street to the dude that's selling him on a blanket.
Hell yeah. I want this one.
So I remember it was between Fallout 4 and Far Cry 2, I want to say. And he ended up going with Far Cry 2.
Hell yeah. You know what? Not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice either, for sure. But we didn't know how goated Fallout 3 was going to be.
That's true. That's true.
And if I had known, I didn't even know then that Fallout 3 was made by Bethesda, and I was already obsessed with Oblivion at that time.
Oh my gosh.
Pushed for Fallout 3 a little bit harder.
You know what's crazy? While going through my videos, I unearthed a Fallout 3 review that I did, which is the video.
Oh my god!
Which was so back in the day. I used to acquire video games in an unsavory way, and Fallout 3 made its way onto the internet like 3 weeks before release date. And I remember that's what I would do. I would like review video games that leaked online, and that's how I got like my first like 500 subscribers or something like that. And nice. I just remember like I rewatched my review and I knew nothing like about the mechanics of the game. I complained. It's in 2 parts. I complained in the first part about how my gun always jams and stuff. Lo and behold, they're all broken. 0%. Every gun I had was broken. And then I remember I did a follow-up review and the first thing I said was like, "Oh yeah, my guns were broken. Sorry. The game is quite good." I did reviews for that. I did like Guitar Hero World Tour reviews. Oh my god. Where I docked points because the characters looked ugly.
we lost our man.
It's okay.
Yeah, he messaged us a few minutes ago that that his computer died.
Okay. No worries.
He's just his ghost has been there basically.
I see.
Let's do plugs. Let's do plugs and get out of here. Huh?
Last thing I'll say about movies real quick.
Oh, let's go.
I watched a group of like 14-year-olds get kicked out of my Mission Impossible screening.
No shit. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. They were just being maybe like talking amongst themselves during the movie, and like they were in front of like an older gentleman wearing overalls, and he was like fucking confronting them. They're like, "Shut up, man."
Dude, gals,
that's all I really heard.
A similar thing happened to me while I was watching Turtles. There was kids, there's literal children next to us, like maybe like they were like 3 to 6 years old. And there's a whole family, this mom at the end of a rope, just like, "Yeah, let's go see a movie. Get these stupid kids out of the house." And then behind us, there were teenagers. My poor wife was so annoyed the whole movie. And like the kids kept on getting up and like up to use the bathroom or like running and like looking around. I didn't say anything to kids because like they were just like, what am I gonna say to like a 4-year-old? I'd like hit him with like a stare and then like I shushed him or whatever. But the teenagers behind us, I had to switch seats. I switched seats, and as I was getting up, I just looked at every single one of them like that. I just like stared at him like the biggest like George Costanza energy without actually saying anything. But I just mean mugged them, and like they just stopped. It was great. They did like they were loud when they were laughing at the movie and stuff, but like they stopped like talking or whatever. Go ahead, Rick.
Oh no, you keep going. No.
I was gonna say the only other time I remember when I asked for a refund of a ticket was Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, because it was full of kids and not a single kid shut the fuck up. It was crazy. So like I was like, as soon as the movie let out, and I was like, dude, can I just get like another showing or another ticket? Like every kid in there sucked ass. And then he's like, okay, yeah, that's fun.
I was gonna say that happened to me at Barbie.
No shit.
But something similar.
Movies all the time.
Something similar, at least. Not loud kids. What happened was that it's the Barbie movie. So you know who's gonna go watch this movie? Is mothers with their daughters. It's like grandmas, like a group of like old ladies together wearing pink, like and that's what my movie theater was. It was a mom with 3 daughters. It was another mom with like 2 or 3 daughters. It was like a couple old ladies wearing pink, like really sweet, and me and my girlfriend, and that was it. And then at random, this like high school kid walked in, and like the movie starts 5 minutes into the movie, he goes to one of those doors that lets you out, the exit, and he opens it, and the fucking sun blares into the movie theater, and these like 3 kids walk in.
Oh no.
Yeah, and for some reason, one of these kids, like, I don't want to say that they were doing drugs, because they were obviously like high schoolers, but let me tell you something. This kid was fucking sneezing like somebody blew pepper in his nose. I was telling my wife, I counted. He sneezed 13 times. Either this motherfucker has COVID or he was doing something funky up there. And about like 30 minutes later, the mom gets up and she walks out with the kids, and I just assume like, oh, these kids want a treat. Oh, these kids want to piss. I don't think much of it. But this lady fucking comes back with like 3 employees, and she goes, "Those motherfuckers are sneaking in." And outs these guys, and this guy gets up and he's like, "You guys got to get the fuck out of here."
Oh no.
And he kicks out these high school kids, and while these kids are leaving, they're like flipping off the lady. So like it's funny because it's super dark in there, and like the sun is hitting them, so it's just the shadow of their bodies like flipping these ladies off and going, "Fuck you, lady." And I was just like, oh, okay, like that was really weird, but okay, Barbie's been fine. And when we're leaving, the guy gives us free tickets.
Oh shit!
Like, sorry about what happened. Like, here's free tickets. I was
Good
like,
for
okay,
them.
Shit,
I wasn't even mad about these kids in my showing, because it just happened to be happening during the like slowest part of the movie, because it's like pretty breakneck pace the whole time, and just one more slow dialogue of how badass Ethan Hunt is, and these kids were like decided what they were saying was more interesting. And
yeah, besides
we were all like the whole theater was looking over like
besides the 37 sneezes, they were really quiet. So like I didn't really care that they got it for free. I've been a high schooler before. I've stuck into a movie, and they're being very quiet. Like I never heard them like make a noise besides those sneezes. So I was not affected personally. I didn't really care. But oddly enough, you know what? I forgot this little detail. Me and my girlfriend don't know what was going on, but oddly enough, maybe some real funky shit was going on up there, because one of the kids that left that was a high schooler wasn't wearing a t-shirt.
The fuck?
Yeah, it was really weird. It was really fucking weird.
To say the
came from
least.
a pickup game.
And me and my girlfriend were sitting there like, why wasn't he wearing a shirt? And we were like, I don't know. The AC wasn't that strong. It was like a little warm in there, but it wasn't warm enough for me to be like, I can't fucking take this shit. Like it wasn't that kind of hot. And I'm fat as hell. Y'all see me sweat. And yeah, it was really weird. I don't know why the fuck that kid wasn't wearing a shirt.
We know why.
You should ask him.
Yeah, you
The
should.
jury's out.
Hey! Oh, fuck.
Hey, where'd your t-shirt go, pal? Where's it at?
This motherfucker's shirtless.
This guy's not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, see, no one cares.
No one cares.
This guy thinks this is this is a showing of Tarzan. What's going on? Shirtless Joe Jackson
Bill
over
Collins,
here.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
All right, let's do plugs. Let's get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let's go. I'll go first.
Let me. What?
Yeah,
What about me?
Dusty's babe. Oh no, you know what? Rick, you go first.
Hey, guess what? It's me, Rick. You know, from the podcast.
That's it.
Oh, that guy.
You might know me from such hits as the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Co-starring Juhn, close personal friend.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Of Jada Toys. You guys know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make sure. Yeah, it's me. I'm here. When we're not being hacked, I'm here, and we're doing we're on a podcast. When we're not being hacked, we're on this podcast. So see you Friday. Whoever's next is next.
Hell yeah. You are going, Poncho. You should go.
I'll go. Dusty's baby. They're on sale. For pre-order. So check them out, I guess.
Where can people find the link, Poncho?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it right. Let's do it right. Why not? I won't screen share, but you know what? I will screen. No, I won't. I won't screen share.
I'll stop mine.
You'll start yours? Okay. I'll talk a little bit about it. Yeah, White Dusties are on sale. A brand new batch, baby. It's going great, and people are just starting to get their first few waves in the mail right now. In case you don't know what Dusties are, I make these little action figure dust effects called dynamic little Dusties, baby, and you can use them to make your display look really cool, whatever have you. They come in a set of 8, and then a set of 8 costs $45. These are all the pieces you get right here. Very, very nice. Add a lot of flair to your action figure photography, your ACBA. If you want to pre-order it, go to my profile, Pancheezey, Pancheezey on Instagram, and then go to my pinned post. It's the top middle pinned post, and then just comment on the post if you want a set. Just comment that you want a set, how many you want, and then we'll go from there, baby. Everything is split up into batches. 5 orders per batch. We are at batch 5 now that I'm sending invoices out. You don't pay until your order is ready to go. So there is literally zero risk to just simply comment that you want a set, and then you don't have to worry about getting shaken down until they're ready to go. But I've been seeing a lot of people that have been posting that they've gotten there so far, and they're doing some cool stuff with it. I gave out sets during San Diego Comic-Con as well. And yeah, go check them out. Dynamic Little Dusties, baby. Check them out on my profile. And that's it. And that's it for Dusties. The last thing I'll say is my show, Super Articulated, is back on my YouTube channel. You can check those out. My first 2 guests were Artman Customs and 796 Studios. This weekend, Saturday, 9 p.m. EST, big screen. Kevin from Toying Around will be joining me on Super Articulated, so I'm pretty excited.
Let me tell you something. My heart is filled. Is flying to the eagle's nest.
Yeah, flying with the eagle's nest, baby. So I'm pretty excited. I'm very excited. Just to chop it up with Kevin. And if you don't know what Super Articulated is all about, it is just a stream I do where I have a guest and we just talk about whatever, dude. It doesn't necessarily have to be about toys. I do try and do like a deep dive about how they got started and all that stuff and whatnot. But just don't expect it's toys all the time. Just getting to know the person behind the account, I guess, which would be really cool. And subsequently, Boog's new show, Table for Two, is going to be just like that too. and to be fair, it was his idea first. But yeah, that's it for me. Fabio, what do you got going on? What's going on in the realm of Baldur's Gate, baby?
Oh man. Well, yeah, I am playing Baldur's Gate literally right after this. Go follow me on Twitch, Fobster360. I promise you will not be disappointed. We take this game very, very seriously.
You suplexed the guy, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, dude. I have some great clips already. I was out of like anything to do. I had used all my weapon skills and I had no idea what to do. And a goblin approached me and I was at high ground and I grabbed him and threw him off.
Let's go.
Huge fucking drop. It was amazing. So go.
Did you see the clip of that guy that stacked like 60 boxes and then teleported onto the castle?
Badass. That's so cool. Yeah, go. I mean, this is very quick, but it's literally just me throwing this fucking goblin. I did it off of this thing. You can do so much fun stuff in this game. There was another one. I did the full on like fucking. I'm gonna hit you with your own pimp, and I grabbed a goblin and threw him at another goblin. There's a lot of goblin throw. If your strength is high enough, of course. I'm playing a ranger knight, but anyway. Yeah, I'm on Twitch.
Of course.
Fobster360 playing this literally right after here. Baldur's Gate is the RPG of the generation.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it is literally, I'm playing with my friend who we used to play like Oblivion together.
Oh my God.
Together playing RPGs. This is the seminal RPG right now, and we're having a great time.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this twitch.tv/Fobster360?
It sure is. Please go follow. It's pretty much just Snowcat and Susioni and the Mighty 23 in my chat. It's
You'd
great,
love to see it.
Well, let's talk Mythic Legions. We'll go on there, and I'll only talk about Mythic Legions while playing Baldur's Gate 3.
How much was it? Is it $70?
I don't know because I bought it early access.
Oh,
I only paid 50 or 40 or 50. And I got the deluxe edition upgrade for free.
What does that do? What's that got going on?
You get a bunch of like cosmetics. You get some things that are like from like item, like I don't know, clothing and shit that's like references to Divinity Original Sin characters, which is the Larian game before.
Oh, I see.
There's some like fun stuff like that, but nothing crazy. I think you get like different dice, like skins for your dice.
Sounds dicey.
It's not a full like microtransacted game. It's like the full fucking game just out. So that cannot be discounted either.
I definitely want to pick it up.
Oh, please do, bro. I want to start a 4-player party so bad.
Well, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all the time.
Well, you don't have to commit too much time to it.
You heard it.
Do it and fuck around one time. That'll be enough for one good session of content, honestly.
That's true.
You heard it here, folks. Fabio begs for a foursome on live on the podcast.
Oh, man. I just, you know how I like to eat. I like to go down family style. Anyway, Fobster360, twitch.tv/Fobster360. If you don't care about video games or any of that stuff, I'm still on YouTube. Fobster. I just put up my Mezco Toys booth walkthrough at SDCC.
Great walkthrough. Great walkthrough.
Thank you. You like that character, I heard. I
do. I loved it.
You know what's funny during your walkthrough is that I swear while we were there, it felt like it was forever. Like,
yeah,
but watching it, you were fast as hell.
Yeah,
I was impressed.
Fast as fuck, boy.
I even missed some shit too. I should have gone back like subsequent days because I got that like that first day, and I should have gone back or at least waited to do it like a couple of the other days where they added more stuff in. But there's a snapshot of what it looked like on that day. My like initial thoughts of things at the moment. So it's like that live commentary. I was pretty pleased with how it came out, even though I missed like a few things again. I'll probably do like another sort of follow-up video with all the stuff that was revealed like later in the show and then like the online con reveals and all that stuff. So please go check out the booth walkthrough. Go sub to my YouTube, Fobster360, youtube.com/Fobster360. Because I'll also be putting up the vlog there. You're going to want to see the SDCC vlog. A lot of footage from us and the boys hanging out,
I'm gonna want to
taking
see
the
it.
town by storm, taking the con. Yeah, it's going to be real good. It's going to be long, so very excited for it.
1-6 shooter with the best comment of the night. Fabio's Mezco character, Shill Bill.
Shill Bill. Oh my god.
Speaking of shills, let's talk super chats and let's get out of here.
Yeah. Thank you.
I did turn on super.
You turned it on?
I turned it on mid show.
Hell yeah.
So, but they just weren't. They were displaying on screen halfway through the show, but I can't like highlight comments like I did before, but hopefully by Friday. 16 Shooter hit us with the top of the show. He said, "Love the new opening. Is that Poncho's VO sounded like Morgan Freeman? Sad I didn't get to go to San Diego Comic-Con to meet Rick and Poncho. There's always next year, baby." And that absolutely is me. Static Thunder hit us with 5 as well. He said, "Fun fact, T-Pain's best hits is just his entire discography." Hell yeah.
Wow. Shout out to Static Thunder. He's living and breathing, and I love it.
Jason S.
Gave us a scare the other day.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Hopefully all is well, my friend. Jason S. hit us with 10. He said, "Enjoyed living vicariously through you guys at SDCC. Hope you get a chance to do it again." Hell yeah, brother. Hopefully so.
We're not going to get just a chance.
People like you make it so that there is a chance again.
That is true. Absolutely true.
Fuck yeah.
Hondo L hit us with 5. He said, "Welcome back." Thank you, my friend. Kwame Taylor hit us with 5 as well. He said, "It was really cool seeing all 4 of y'all together in person." Absolutely. That was the best part about SDCC. Being together at last, baby. And
we were hugging each other like it was nobody's business.
No,
shout out to the Ruckus again, because he actually helped us out with that video at the end with the 4 of us hugging.
Yeah.
I think we ran into him there. I'm like, "Oh, we'll go here and do it." And then he was there.
Suddenly, I awoke. And then last but not least, Tech Count Transmitter hit us with 5. He said, "Welcome back, fellas. Did you guys see the best action TMNT figures at SDCC and or Impella Universe's review? Also, which turtle are each of you?" We did.
We messed with them in the press room, right?
We did.
With which ones?
Yeah, shouts out, baby. Which ones? In the mix, baby. He had a Donatello. I will say best action is improving by leaps and bounds compared to that first Aang that broke my heart. It's a little gummy. That Donatello's a little gummy, but for what it is, it's not bad. I will say one of my con regrets is not picking up a full set, just for the experience of being there and picking it up. Like if I saw
they made you go back 2 days. They didn't have all 4 on sale at the same time.
Oh really? Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, it was like 2 on one day and 2 on the other day.
Remember, Juan's only had 1 day pass, and Brick told him like, "Oh, we'll just buy you the other ones like tomorrow when they release them."
That's true.
Yeah, that was really wild fucking strategy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's see if it pays off, Cotton.
And then which turtle are you? I like to think myself as a Mikey, but I know I'm a Donatello. So
yeah, I'm not in the Donnie boat, but I like to think of myself as a Raph, but realistically I'm a fucking Michelangelo.
Let's go. Not bad. Why are you saying that so sad?
I don't want to be the goof. I want to be strong man.
I love all my turtles equally.
Well, I mean,
earlier that day, I don't care for Leonardo.
we all know that Fabio loves cartoons.
That's true.
He's really torn up about it and can't pick.
Cap Lives seems to think I'm Raph. All right.
Okay. I mean,
I feel like I want to think of myself as a Leo or as a Mikey, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like Raph, maybe.
Possibly.
Especially today.
Cool, depending on how much you like me or not.
So what does that leave? That leaves Boog Boog as Leo, huh?
Boog's got to be Leo, yeah.
Yeah, there's no question.
Got to be Leo.
Everyone wants to think they're Mikey, honestly. Who doesn't want to be a party dude?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of times that Boog will suggest things that are not possible and that are very strange and that won't work, and he makes it work, would shock you. Would very much shock you. You're just like, Boog, how the fuck did you do this?
It's true.
One of the stories of San Diego Comic-Con is wondering, like, how the fuck did you pull this off? And it just it works every time.
Absolutely.
He's a real Billy Harrington. Shout out to Billy Harrington. We're trying to get him into Anime Expo. He didn't have a pass, and like Good Smile really wanted him at the booth, and it just we were facilitating and trying to bring him in, and we found an extra pass, and he just walked up on us at the booth, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm here." We're like, "How the fuck did you get in?" He just looked at us and he said, "I told him I was VIP." And it just worked. He said, I told them I was VIP and they believed it. And he walked in.
He gave him the Ron Swanson at Home Depot. I know more than you.
Billy Harrington. What a fucking icon.
Yeah, shout out to Billy Harrington.
What's the story? He picked up Emiya or something and he gave him a noogie or something.
Well, he was doing that to me. He was doing that to me and Emiya. It was amazing. He was like giving us headlocks and noogies. But the story was that like a big group started to form at a Good Smile company, and like the staff was getting really upset. Not Good Smile staff, but the Anime Expo staff was getting really upset. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And like, people were walking up and taking pictures with him. It was like an unofficial meet and greet, and this like really meek, like typical skinny, glasses wearing anime girl shirt anime fan walks up to him. And he's like, "Hi, Billy, can I get a picture?" And Billy goes, "Yeah, get over here." And he fucking grabs him, and he starts to fucking crank his neck like it's a WWE match. He's cranking him. He's got him like in a fucking half Nelson, cranking his neck. And the guy lets go, and he's like grabbing his throat. He's like, and he like looks at Billy all like upset, like, "What are you doing?" And Billy like pushes him. Like a loving push, like you do to a friend, and he goes, "Hey, you wanted it."
That's right, you wanted it. That's the quote. That's the quote.
And the guy looks at Billy Harrington massaging his neck with the biggest smile on his face, and he goes, "Yeah," and walks away.
Oh my god!
That's right. One of the greatest moments in con history was that guy getting choked out by Billy Harrington.
You wanted it. Oh,
you wanted it.
That's so great. Oh man. All right, Fabio, take us out, brother.
I'll take us out. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I'll play the intro right after you do it.
Oh, yes, everybody stick around. If you missed the new intro, you have to watch it. It's so good. Shout out again.
It's amazing.
He did an amazing job on it. You have to watch this intro, this new outro, whatever. Thank you everybody for watching Tesla Live. I mean,
it's true.
Thank you for watching the ACBA podcast, episode 269.
Nice. Nice.
As always, don't forget to leave a comment, rate, subscribe, share, and hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace. Okay, see ya, fella.
Goodbye. Intro's great. A true pleasure to work on.
This shot came out so good.
In the landscape of figure photography, one group strive for tangible and dynamic displays.
It's funny, my girlfriend was like, "Damn, they don't have a lot to hold it."
Time to explain that, Rose!
Yeah, I know.
I feel like that's the biggest comment we got on a lot.
You're alive, bud.
Oh,
we are live. Yes, sir.
That's true. That's what's so tall.
It's a rare condition, this day and age, to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love